Well, I'm going to be doing my plants today, and I thought I'd use my GoPro and see how that works. So I'm a nerd, and I put a little piece of paper next to the ones I can't remember the names of. So this is my bedroom, and that's a forget-me-not. Some seeds came with something I had ordered on Etsy, and that's what that is, and I just started growing it. This is the plant that shall not be named because I will never get another one. I don't know what it is, but I will never get another one of these things. And that's a devil's backbone, and I just love it. The reason why they call it devil's backbone is because of the way the branches grow. And it's a really, really cool plant. It has really interesting leaves. So this one's like solid green, that one. And then that one's got some green and lime green. So that's what that is. And then this one's a Monstera acuminata. And it's quite interesting, but it can't be in the sun, so I put it over here. And then that's a Hawaiian spider plant. Baby is what that one is. And that one hasn't been doing well. I think it had like a fungus, but I put some stuff in it, and it seems to be okay now. So, but yeah, that's the bedroom plants. And I keep gates on here because I don't want my dogs into any of my rooms that have carpet. Because this carpet's brand new. And my little tiny, excuse me, dog thinks it's fun to pee on carpet. This is the bedroom that all the dying plants go. And okay, so here, this is my Monstera albo. It has 9 leaves. It's absolutely gorgeous. It just got a new leaf right there. Sorry, I have allergy problems big time, so my voice goes in and out. And it's doing fantastic. And then this is my Bird of Paradise orange blue, and it's getting a brand new leaf. And then this is a Thai constellation that I've had for a couple of years. I was really stupid. I planted it in way too big of a pot and it never grew. So then I finally took it and put it in a small pot, similar to the size it was, and then it's growing leaves now. So that's the newest leaf there. And then this one here is my Alocasia amazonica Polly elephant ear, and I've had that for quite a long time. I really think it's beautiful. I like plants that have unusual leaves and stuff that are just not, I just don't like boring plants. I do have a bunch of boring pothos, just regular pothos, but I love them. And as you can see, I have a golden pothos that I've had for 2 years, and I'm stringing it across my whole apartment. And that's, I put these little hooks up recently, and I'm hanging them by those hooks. And so that's what I've got. And that's a golden pothos, but it's not a giant. And then I have some regular pothos too, just plain pothos. And so there's some pothos. Not quite sure what kind that is, but it's got a pure white stripe on it. So I'm not sure what that is. But I mean, it's obviously a pothos, but I don't know. And then, let's see, over here, there's Mr. Pooch number 1, Mr. Odin. And there's Miss Freya, Miss Princess Freya. And so, first of all, I got a 27-inch giant Monstera node from Florida, and I had to cut it in order to fit the plant into the pot. So I have the other part that I had to cut in here. I'm hoping to propagate it. If it works, it works, but it is getting a few roots. So hopefully, we'll see. This is another pothos. Gold. I think it's a golden pothos. This is a Philodendron variegated Florida Beauty. And it's just a teeny weeny one, but it's doing well. I have to keep it not completely under the lights. I keep it over to the side. And this one is absolutely beautiful too. It's a Philodendron Black Cherry Pink Princess. And when I got it, it was extremely tiny, and it's grown just beautiful. And it does like the grow lights for sure. So, but yeah, it's beautiful. I had to actually put a stick on it today. Because it was falling over, and it seems to be vining. That is a string of dolphins. And the little leaves look like dolphins, and I just love it. I transplanted it into a bigger pot, and some of it has died, but the rest of it's growing, and it seems to be doing well. But yeah, it's a little string of dolphins, and it'll grow into a string and hang down. So I really like it. And that little tiny thing came in vitro. That is my Monstera Burrow Marks Flame. It seems to be doing fine. I finally took the top off. Actually, I need to put it back on. I let it have some air. And so then I hope I can, keep it going. I'm following the exact instructions. That is my Monstera Aurea, and I wished I hadn't got it. It was just a really crappy node when I got it, and I've had it for quite a while, for at least 6 months. And the leaf that it had died, but it is getting roots, so we'll see. I mean, they're beautiful plants, but I've done everything possible to give it the best environment, and so we'll see what happens. And then this is Satin Pothos, and they're really, really pretty. Oh, oops, I knocked a couple of leaves off my string of dolphins. So, but that's my Satin Pothos. And that's way up there too. They're kind of in shock because I had to move them all over the place. So I really hope I didn't mess it up. But I actually, it got really dry. So I watered it today. I hope I didn't damage it. So I really hope I didn't. And then that's a purple something, and I can't remember what it is. I've had this for a couple of years, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. So if you ever want to get one of these, it's gonna overtake your place. I've had to cut it back a ton of times. This is a philodendron moonlight, and it's a real pretty lime color. These are really cool because they grow from the middle out, so they're really interesting. They don't grow vines like these do, like these kind of vines, but I've never seen anything like it before. But yeah, this one's doing okay. And this one is this Stromanth Trio Star. And this is beautiful. I've had to cut it back a couple of times because it just got so big. And then the leaves will dry out too. Excuse me. And there's one of the really bright light leaves, and they're all like red underneath. And they're really pretty. And then that's one of my variegated, that's a baby variegated spider plant. And the variegated ones are my favorites. This is an Anthurium Clarin. I can't even read my own writing for crying out loud. Clarinervium, I guess. But that's what this is, and they have really pretty bright leaves. And they're very, very pretty plant. And I haven't had this one for very long. And this one I absolutely adore too. It's an Aglaonema pictum tricolor. Aglaonema pictum tricolor. And it gets each leaf will have 3 different colors. And it's gorgeous. I had it under the lights, but I thought I'd better just move it away because I didn't really want to burn or anything. So I hope it stays variegated. And then that is a Philodendron Prince of Orange. And that's pretty too. It grows out from the middle as well. I got all of those funky philodendrons together as really tiny little plants one time when I ordered them. Well, my GoPro's getting really hot. I don't know why. Jeez. And that's another Hawaiian spider. That's a baby. These are all baby Sansevierias, or cuttings that I got from a person from Etsy. And this is a new one that's grown out of the cuttings. And this one's an Anthurium fingers. So the leaves look like little fingers. And I really love this plant too. And this is a Philodendron Red Sun. And this is one of the ones that came with the other two. And this gets red leaves if I had it in the sun, but I haven't, so they're kind of greenish, but they're red underneath, and it really needs a grow light, but I haven't figured out where I want to put it yet. And that's my big Sansevieria. I don't do I don't do cable control or cable stuff very well. All my junk's back there. That Sansevieria is about 4.5 feet tall, and I've had it for a while. I love it too, and it's grown a bunch of new ones. And that's my Hawaiian Sunshine Cane Dragon, and it's doing just great. It's a really, really pretty plant. There's another one of my pothos. I think that's my camera keeps there. I think that's just a regular pothos, but I'll be hanging it from the ceiling too. And there's another one that's a golden pothos, I believe, but it's getting white. I'm not seeing one with a white stripe in the leaves. So, and this is my Ficus Taneki variegated rubber plant. And I actually cut the top off a few months ago and let it fill out, spread out, and it's doing just fantastic. So it's doing awesome. And I made another plant out of the one I cut off the top. So and then that's my golden. That's a regular golden pothos. That's where all this gigantic pothos stuff is coming from across the ceiling. Over down there, that's the one at the very end is part of another pothos from that plant rack. So, but this one has huge leaves on it and stuff, and it's just growing like crazy. And then I have another satin pothos too, which is really pretty. I really love the satin pothos as well. And then I have an air plant right there. And I don't even know what kind of air plant it is. It's just one that I was sent when I had bought one of my plants. And it seems to be growing. So there's another regular pothos there. I hope the video is okay. And then that's a Philodendron glorious, and I had to cut the top off because it just kept growing straight up. I didn't know that these just grew straight up. I thought they'd grow all around, but I guess I'll have to twist it around so that I can thicken it up and spread it out on the stick. I like using natural wood that I've gotten from the forest. I really do. I just like the look of it. There's the top that I cut off, and there's two of them actually. So I cut the middle and then I cut the top, and that's growing in this pot. So those are Philodendron glorious. There is a giant Hawaiian golden pothos that I got from Florida, and there's the 3 nodes that it's growing out of. I got 3 nodes, and that's how high it is now, and it's growing like crazy, and it's got some really nice variegation and stuff. It's beautiful. And let me see, that's what the leaves look like, and it's doing fantastic. These are the first nodes I've ever had in my entire life that I ever grew anything out of, and it came from exotic seeds and plants, I think, out of South Miami, Florida. And so that's my second nodes. This is my first one, actually. That's my very first node that I got from them. Exotic Plants and Seeds, yeah, that's what they're called. And it's doing fine, except I did get a little burnt. So I moved it away from the sun. And then I've got the branch that it's growing on and stuff. So this one's I put in my bedroom. I just forgot I needed to water it. So that's why it's in here. And there's another one of those that I showed earlier. And this is the mother spider plant, variegated one that I got the babies from. And they've got some more babies down here that I will plant those. I love spider plants.